Hey everyone, what's up? Newbie Snake here. How are you all doing today? So I've actually gotten quite a few requests, surprisingly, regarding how to beat the Boruto battle mission with the 50 stamina cost. The reason I say surprisingly is because if you guys and girls have noticed, I haven't done a battle video in so long. And it is because it seems like a lot of you never really have any trouble with any of the new missions. So that's why I haven't recorded any of those battle videos for such a long time. And it's also because it does take a very long time to make those videos. But anyways, in today's video, I'll be giving you some tips on how to beat the 50 stamina mission so we can all get that 5 stars 7th Hokage KCM QB Chakra mode Naruto. So let's get started. But before we begin, I gotta show you guys something else, which is the drops. All right, so some of you have been asking me, where do you get the 5 stars Boruto? All right, so if you guys click on the event missions and then click on the Boruto campaign story missions, you will now see that the final chapter, which is chapter 5 right here, is finally out, right? So you guys can actually get the 5 stars Boruto here at the 20 stamina mission. So if you click on it, click on the rewards button, the first time you do it, you will actually get the 5 stars Uzumaki Boruto. All right, but the cool part is it's actually a droppable drop as well. So if you guys grind this enough, and if you guys get extremely lucky to actually get a lot of him, you can actually max out his Nindo level. All right, so just something I thought I'd point out to you guys if you guys don't already know this. Also, the 4 stars version is available drop as well. So over here, if you take a look at the previous one, this one, because there are 3 sections in total, right? So if you click on the second one right here, and then click on the rewards, this is where you'll be getting the 4 stars Sasuke as an available drop. All right, so you guys can actually get this as well, because some of you have also asked me that question, so I'd like to point that out to you guys. And then also, finally, if you guys click on the battle mission, remember I just termed this the battle mission from last video, you can actually get the blue crystals and the papers to awaken a 4 stars, well, 4 stars Sarada, 4 stars Boruto, and 4 stars Sasuke into a 5 stars, right? You need the tune-in exam papers. So here it is. You can actually find them at the 8 stamina mission all the way through to the 50 stamina mission. All right. So they are available as drops. So same as the blue crystals. So you can get the blue crystals as well as the tune-in exam paper. Okay. And one more location where you can get the blue crystals are these 6 stars awakening orbs missions. All right. So if you click on it, click on the available drops, you will actually not only be able to get the 6 stars orbs, but you can also get the 5 stars crystals. All right, so just try your luck. I know some of you have been grinding for days and haven't seen a single crystal yet, but I know, guys, these drop rates are extremely terrible. It's bad, all right? It's horrible. When I grinded for my, first Hokage? All right, the Hashirama, the Sage Mode 1, I grinded 4 to 5 hours, no joke, all right? Not consecutively, but a total of that. I streamed for like 3 hours for this game, and I grinded the whole time, and I only got 1. Like, that was my first one, and it took me a lot of time just to get my second one. Anyway, so yeah, so the orbs and the crystals have really terrible drop rate, so all I can say is good luck, and just keep grinding whenever you can. I wasted, well, I didn't waste, but I used up like 10 or 11 stamina recovery ramen just to do the orbs when I first got my Hashirama, right? And then look at my stamina too. I had 113 or 114 at that time. So I still have quite a lot of stamina to spend too. So I still have to use a lot. So yeah, that tells you we all understand, guys. We're all in this fight together, but just, you know, good luck, okay? And one last note before I show you guys how I complete my Boruto mission is that you guys will notice that we actually got the new events now. There will be more events coming. So the first one will be the Soigetsu, I believe that's his name, and then Karen, and then finally we have forgot his name right now. This guy, Jugo, I think that's his name. Yeah. Missions coming, respectively on July 15th and July 22nd. All right, but I'm not going to go through that much details in this video because I actually have to leave my house really soon. I just want to quickly record this video to those of you who have been sending me requests for the past few days, and then I'll be making a new video on the event as well as the gacha, including the new Sasuke, etc, etc. All right, and there are also like 7 news now in the bulletin board, but I'm saving that for my next video, so I'm not even going to click on it because if I click on it I'll probably forget. And yeah, I'll go through that with you guys. And lastly, the reason why I haven't been posting this current video for the past 2 days is because I have been at work, so I was barely home. I was basically just home for me to take a rest. I was just sleeping, and then I had to go out to work for the past 2 days, so I wasn't home much. But now I'm here, before I leave for the night as well, so I'm just gonna record this for you guys, and I will catch up on the next video, all right, for the new events. So just stay tuned for that. I'll record that soon, all right. So here we go. Let's talk about the 50 stamina mission, all right. So the available drops, let's see. The first time you complete this will be the 5 stars Uzumaki Naruto, all right. It's the one that can be awakened to 6 stars, the 7th Hokage KCM Naruto, all right. So you have to complete this within 90 turns, and then you have to kill him off at the you have to kill your final opponent off with a skill attack, and then achieve an S rank rating, all right. And if you complete this, you actually get the 7th Hokage's cape. I think I've gone through these with you guys, right? Correct? I think so, right? If I didn't, please leave me comments down below because I think I talked about this. Oh no, did I? All right, I actually don't know, guys. If I didn't, let me know, and I'll cover this in my next video. Okay, it's the ninja gears. I think I did though, so I don't know. Probably just me thinking of stuff. All right, so this is the team I actually use to fight in this mission. Actually, no, wait. Let's talk about the strategy guide first, and then I'll show you my team. So I know a lot of you guys might not have my team, but I'll show you guys how I defeat it, and then I'll give you some tips and some tips on how to defeat him. Okay, gotta think outside of the box, guys. Anyways, okay, here we go. We're going to be fighting Boruto and 7th Hokage Naruto, alright? So for Boruto, he is actually strong against weapon type. Oh, sorry, no, my bad. Let's scratch that, start over again. So you can actually, he's weak against weapon type and taijutsu. So taijutsu and weapon type is strong against him, alright? And he's he's strong against fire type, water type, earth type, wind type, electric type, space-time jutsu, and what is the cloning jutsu, and then unique type, summoning type, binding type, and no type. So these ones are not as effective to him as taijutsu and weaponry, right? He's totally immune to nothing, so anything works. Okay, and 7th Hokage, he's weak against what is this? Wood type. All right. And then he's actually strong against a lot. He's strong against water, earth, electric, space-time jutsu, cloning technique, unique type, genjutsu, secret type technique, Sharingan, no type, Byakugan, Rinnegan, and ice type, which is Haku, all right? And then the flame type, lava type, boiling type, magnetic type, and dust type, all right? So these ones are weak against him, all right? And then finally, he's totally immune to summoning technique, sage technique, and wind technique. So if you're planning to use your 5 stars Naruto that uses Rasengan, don't even try on him, it'll do nothing. And then if you want to use the summoning ones, it will not do anything to him. As well as Sage technique. So Sage Naruto or Sage Hashirama will not work on him as well. So here's what I'm gonna be using, and I'll show you how I'll be doing it, and then you guys can think of a similar strategy. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna be using the unique type mainly. I know he's strong against it, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna deal millions of damage. And yeah, so let's see. So for me, I'm gonna pick Exidi. All right, shout out to you, my friend. Let's see. Let's take a look at his ninja gear. Let's see if he has any. Well, I'm sure he does. Okay, so what he has is electric type skill damage and attack increased by 60%. Over here, we have chakra cost decreased by 9%, and then summoning type skill damage increased by 20%. Over here, for the first 5 turns, attack increases by 150%. And finally, taijutsu type, well, incoming taijutsu type damage is halved. Speed is increased by 40%, and summoning types damage is increased by 80%. All right. Although I showed you guys these ones, but it actually doesn't matter as long as you can find a 6-star Sasuke. If you have the 7th Hokage KCM Naruto already, all right, that's why I picked him. All right. Other than that, you have no reason to pick this Sasuke because he will not work on the enemy. But I picked him because we need his skill 2. Just to remind you guys, his skill 2 will increase your whole team's damage by 150% and also puts you in this through status. Through status meaning you can go through your enemy's defense. You will ignore your enemy's defense by 30%. So that's why we need him. And this is my ultimate team, guys. I put summoning Naruto as my leader because his leader skill is this. He buffs all Konoha units, attack, defense, and agility by 30%. So he's better than the 7th Hokage right here because, you know, he only buffs everyone's attack by 20% and buffs unique type skill damage by 30%, but it doesn't buff everyone's 3 stats, right? So that's why it's better. Well, Konoha units, all right? So I'm using him because, again, I mentioned to you guys in my previous video, he literally deals millions of damage. This time, he will not be dealing 7 million damage to 8 million because this Naruto we're facing is strong against unique type, right? So we're going to only deal half that damage, but half that damage means I'll still deal 3 to 3.5 million damage to him, all right? So if you guys forget what skill 1 does is he ignores the enemy's defense by 30%, and then he deals 6 times his attack as attack damage, all right? And when all his attack, defense, and agility is under a buff status, the damage will be 8 times. So 8 times 6, all right? That's 48 times damage, and I'm ignoring the enemy's 30% defense. And on top of that, there's another 30%, okay, from skill 2 of Sasuke. And just want to let you know, this is what I use for my equipment, all right? Nothing fancy, just attack increased by 80%. Unique type skill damage increased by 20%. This is only a 2 stars ninja gear. And then chakra cost decreased by 9%. 2 stars ninja gear as well. All right. Did I say chakra gear earlier? Okay, yeah, ninja gear. And then over here, taijutsu type skill damage lessened. And then this is actually not meaningful, but because I don't have an orange type ninja gear that would benefit him as much as this one, so that's why I use this. I use this for the agility increased by 20%, so that's why I use this. You can put in anything else that's stronger. All right, so I'm just letting you know you don't need any fancy gear for him. You can just equip these 2 and you're like OP. All right, so let's move on. I have my 8-gate Sky to one-shot one of the Borutos or the Naruto, doesn't matter. Yeah, and then if you don't have him, it's fine. I'll think of ways to improve your gameplay. And then finally, this is really crucial. You have to have a team support buff. See, I don't even have any ninja gear for these guys, right? I don't care if they die, right? Well, I actually kind of do care if they die, but they can die all they want as long as you use the skills. So second skill is he buffs all Konoha units, attack, defense, and agility by 50%. So if you guys don't have him, find a person that will buff attack, defense, and agility for your team. I believe Jiraiya does that, all right? The team buff Jiraiya, team buff support, or someone else that buffs your whole team's attack, defense, and agility. If they don't buff all three, just have 2 support instead. Just take out that guy and just make sure you buff your 7th Hokage KCM Naruto. I know some of you don't even have him yet. Don't worry, that's why you have to find a friend that has him to do it. Okay. Your third option, I'll tell you guys later. Or I can kind of, let's talk to you guys about like, what you can do if you guys don't have teams like these. But let's go ahead and I'll show you guys how this is done. All right, here we go. So first you're going to see the 7th Hokage Naruto as well as Boruto, right? And then I just triggered that team effect, doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do with Guy is use his skill number 2 so that, he buffs himself. He opens his 7th gate. And then for this Naruto, you can do 2 things. Okay, 1, you can use the skill number 2. This is to buff your whole team's agility by 150%. And then your skill trigger speed will be increased by 1 stage. So 7th Hokage KCM Naruto right here has both skills on fastest. If I buff with the second skill, his skills trigger speed will be flash speed. All right, so I'm gonna probably be using my skill 2 because skill number 1 will only damage Boruto but will not damage this Naruto anyway. So I'm basically using like all these 3, first Hokage, Naruto, and Sasuke as a team support to buff my ultimate character right here, Naruto, to one-shot them. All right, so I'm just gonna buff with skill 2. And then I'm going to buff with Sasuke's skill 2, all right? I just explained to you guys what that does, so I'm not going to explain to you guys again. Over here, I'm going to buff the whole team, skill 2. And then let's, click on the super speed right here, so then we can clear this faster. All right, so over here, we're still waiting for all the buffs to come up. So I'm just going to make him defend, because if you use his skill number 1 right now, it's going to be really weak, and it's not going to be much, right? So just wait till first Hokage, Naruto, and Sasuke, does their thing, and then we're gonna use our 7th Hokage to deal damage. So defend right here. Oh my goodness, he almost died, but he already, did what he was supposed to do, so it really doesn't matter. All right, so we're gonna make Guy defend. Even if Guy dies, it doesn't really matter because your Naruto is gonna carry the whole team. All right, so now that my first Hokage has buffed the whole team's attack, defense, and agility, I can now use his skill number 1. Because pay attention to this action bar. If you guys haven't been looking down where my mouse is all this time when I'm talking, please rewind and just look at it again. I've been circling the action bar like all the time just to show you guys need to pay attention to this bar all the time. All right, crucial information. So my Naruto almost completed his skill number 2, and so is Sasuke. All right, so Sasuke's skill number 2 I believe was normal trigger speed, so fastest will shoot right past this. All right, so if, let's say, Sasuke and Naruto are like only halfway, do not use your skill number 1 because he'll be really fast and you will still not get the buffs. But now you can use it because my summoning Naruto, skill 2 will trigger. So Sasuke's speed will be really fast, and then my Naruto speed will be really fast as well. So hopefully I calculated everything correctly. And then now we're going to use skill 2. We're going to kill off the 7th Hokage first because he's going to be turned into KCM Naruto after he dies for the first time. So now we can hit him, all right? And then it depends what you guys want to do, but we can kill off the Hokage first. So use Guy and then use his Night Guy technique to attack him as well. So he dies twice right away. Okay, so apparently I kind of failed there. He's still faster than Sasuke. So as you guys can see, we only dealt, 53,000 right there only. So he doesn't really die. So we kind of failed, all right? So make sure that Sasuke does his buff first, or else you will face this situation. And if you face this situation, what do? You turn this app off and do it again. So let's do that right now, and I'll show you guys the difference in damage. All right, here we are back again. So now let's do it again. We're gonna do the same sequences all over again, but except the part when we get to the 7th Hokage, all right? Okay, so defend, skill 2, skill 2, skill 2, skill 2, all right? Okay, and then, oh, what? They kind of changed the sequence there. They hit my guy this time. Okay, that's funny. All right, so anyways, guard. Interesting. Even though we didn't change anything, the computer, they changed their own attacks this time. That's pretty rare. Maybe they've figured out that we have been doing this. All right, anyways, defend with Guy. Just don't die, Sasuke, please. And then we're going to defend again this time, because if you guys are looking at the action bar, you know, they have to make sure they do their moves first. So defend again. Now my guy can actually attack. But instead of attacking him, probably I'll kill off Boruto first, because he doesn't die, right? He didn't die earlier. And yeah, that's bad. Okay, or we can save. Nah, let's just kill off Boruto right now. Alright, so I'm going to kill off Boruto. Then we're just going to kill the Hokage Naruto with our Naruto. Okay, so he doesn't die. He doesn't get one-shotted. That's pretty bad. Alright, so here we go. Now we can actually kill him off with our Naruto right here. So let's slow this down, and bam, 3.8 million damage. You guys see that? So he died for the first time, and now he turned into another KCM Naruto. So now we can use our first skill, well, to kill off Boruto, hopefully. And then our first Hokage, you can actually just make him guard, and then once your buff is gone, make him rebuff your whole team again. And our Sasuke, pretty much I'll just make him defend as well, because, you know, it doesn't really help if he uses his skill number 1 right now. So right there, I believe, okay, never mind, that does not kill off Boruto. I'm going to defend again with first Hokage, and then I'm gonna start using skill number 2. Actually no, I'll defend one more time. Okay, so now we can actually kill off right here, the KCM Hokage Naruto. All right, I slowed this down just to see the damage again. So now we only deal 1.9 million. You might ask why, but because if you guys rewind this video, like 10 to 15 seconds back, you will notice that before I clicked on his skill number 1, you see this, sometimes you see white characters, right? White Japanese characters. It tells you what stats has been removed. So what I noticed that our defense has been removed, because his attack, defense, and agility was buffed, right? But defense has been removed, so now only 2 stats are buffed. So attack right here, and agility right here. There's no defense for him. It got removed. So there's only 2 right now. The last different character that you see right here, this one, is the speed boost by Naruto. The skill speed boost. That's why you still see that. So we're only getting what? Was it 6 times 4 instead of 6 times 8? So yeah, that's why we're getting like way less damage, only 1.9 million. But they probably don't have over 1 million HP anyway, so it does the same thing. All right, so don't worry about it too much. I noticed it when I clicked on it anyways. So that's what I'm telling you guys now, right? Even before me editing my video. How crazy, right? Anyway, so now you can do whatever you want to Boruto. Let's just torture him with all my skill number 1. Just make sure you don't punch him to death, because you need to complete that requirement, right? You need to kill him off with a skill damage. So yeah, just use all the skills, and I'm just gonna click on the 2x speed again for you guys. So that's it. You guys actually just saw the huge difference in damage, like boosted and without boost. Without boost, it was what, 35,000 only, but with boosting it, it turns to a few million. Oh wow, I forgot he actually has 2 lives as well. All right, so now we actually got to play serious. I hope I can still make up for this. He might actually end up killing my team. I'm so sorry, guys. I totally forgot that he actually has 2 lives as well. All right, so as long as my Sasuke and first Hokage doesn't die, it's all good. All right, so skill 2, please. Let's see, should I risk it? Yep, let's use skill number 1 right now. All right, so now he should die. Oh no, not unless I die first. Oh shoot, okay, no, I died. All right, so that was a huge mistake. But anyways, this is why you don't kind of toy around like I did. I was saying just torture him with all skills and just punch him, etc. Okay, I forgot he has 2 lives, but under regular circumstances, I would have killed him already. Just make sure you play this for reals until the end of the battle. So I'm just going to skip through this battle because I know I can kill him. You guys saw that I got all the rewards already. Basically, what I'll do differently is not to toy around. Just make sure you guard, charge up your chakra, and do the sequence all over again. Buff with Sasuke, buff with Naruto, buff with first Hokage, and then kill with the 7th KCM Hokage, all right? Don't do all skill number 1 like I did. Just waste all my chakra. So yeah, that's how you do it for a team like this. If you guys don't have a team like this, remember to have try to find a friend that has the 6 stars 7th Hokage KCM Naruto. All right, like 6 stars is important. 5 stars will do really bad damage, but 6 stars can do up to like 3 to 3.8 million damage or more. All right, in this circumstances. During regular circumstances, he deals like 7 million damage upwards. All right, and if the person is actually weak against unique type, 2 times that. All right, so it's way overkill. You can kill them like, I don't know, 1,000 times or more with like 14 million damage, right? Anyways, actually no, 14 million damage will only equals 14 kills anyway. So you won't kill him 1,000 times more, probably only 14 times more. But anyways, guys, jokes aside or failures aside, let's talk about the team, right? So if you guys don't have a team like mine, try to find a friend who has the 6 stars KCM 7th Hokage Naruto. And what you want to do is use a buff, all right, a team buff support like first Hokage or the Jiraiya. And if you guys don't have those 2, combine like 2 supports, all right? Make sure they're well equipped, all right? Don't go into the battle like me where I don't equip anything for them. Just boost their defense, boost their agility, boost their HP. The sole purpose is so that they don't die, they get their job done quick, because that's why you need the agility, and then they can defend, right? Like at least take 1 or 2 turns of damage, all right? And so if you guys have Shikamaru that buffs only attack and agility, make sure you have another person like Gaara to buff your whole team's defense, right? So make sure you mix and match 2 supports. Your main damage will have to be the 7th Hokage Naruto. If you guys have 6 stars Sasuke, then find the 6 stars 7th Hokage Naruto KCM version. If you guys don't have Sasuke, it's fine. Just make sure you have 2 team supports, and then maybe another damage dealer to grind this out, okay? So that way you can actually do some damage, all right? And that actually works because you can allow that 6 stars KCM Naruto to just single-handedly carry your whole team if he's buffed, okay? So make sure you have to buff him. If not, here are some tips, some ways that are outside the box to help you guys get him. Because think about it, if you guys need to get the 6 stars KCM Naruto like me, you have to spend 761 premium mileage to trade for him, right? So that's a lot of gems you need to spend, because 1 gem equals 2 premium mileage points. So what, you have to spend 500 gems just to get 1,000 points, right? But during the campaign time, I don't know if the campaign's still going on right now, you get 2 times your regular premium mileage. So 1 gems equals 4 premium mileage, all right? But so you still have to spend a bunch, like 250 gems just to get 1,000 premium mileage points, right? So that's your first option. You can spend your premium mileage and get your 7th Hokage KCM Naruto and grind like crazy to get the blue crystals and awaken him to a 6 stars, and then fight this mission and get your second KCM 7th Hokage like me. If not, the other option, which I mentioned before, it's kind of thinking outside the box, is actually using your gems to continue, all right? So if, let's say, you don't have anyone on my team at all right? Let's say you just first started out, you have no one. You can actually still do this, believe me or not, like believe it or not. Just take a healer or 2 healers or whatever, or anything who can die fast. It doesn't really matter, but healer is so that you can protect your main person. Find a 5 stars guy, all right? So make sure you find the 8 gates guy. You have to use 8 gates guy. You know how he one punches these guys, right? Well, not really, because they still have like bits of HP left. But if, let's say, you have like a regular 5 stars team or whatever, find the guy that can do it. If you guys don't have any team supports, you guys can't find a 6 stars KCM Naruto or whatever, at least try to heal up that guy and try to buff him up a lot and stuff like that, so you can kind of one-shot them. If not, try to 2-shot them, all right? So maybe punch them a few times and then use his night guy move on them, all right? So I know this, you'd be like, what? But I'll still die, right? Yes, you will still die. But remember, each time you die, you only need to spend 1 gem to continue, right? This is your last resort. For those of you, you might not want to spend any gems, but that's why you have to have good teams. But if you guys are just starting out, you guys don't have anyone to rely on, but you really want that Naruto, just calculate the price. 761 premium mileage points equals to what? Like 200 something gems spent. But if you use the gems to continue, you can still get that 7th Hokage KCM Naruto. Just use the strategy that I'm telling you right now. Just find a friend's guy, 8 gates guy. Make sure your whole team is max level, 80 and above, right? So that your guy will be level 80 at least, right? So at least you can take 1 hit or 2. Use the guy, one shot these guys, all right? Then you die, all right? You're gonna get annihilated, and then just use 1 gem to continue. Use guy again, kill off the second life of Boruto. Same as Naruto. So if you're lucky, you only need 4 gems because each hit kills them off once, right? So that's 4 continues for you. 4 gems, much better than 250 gems and above just to get the Naruto, right? You know what I'm saying? This is what you have to do when you first start out. I mean, think about it. Using 4 gems, it's like a guaranteed 5 stars pull for you, right? This is what I suggest to people when they first started anyways, for just regular 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket. But now you get this OP unit, right? So if you're unlucky, if it takes 2 shots for guy to kill off 1 life, then it'll be 2 shots times 2. That's 4 shots for Boruto, 4 shots for Hokage Naruto. That's probably 8 gems spent, all right? And if you're really unlucky, you keep dying, like your guy just get really focused on, then you probably have to spend more gems than that. But during that, like at that time, you do your own calculation and see what's worth, all right? If you can make sure you can kill them off within certain amount of gems and you think it's worth it, then do it, right? Because, sometimes you do a multi-pull, costs you 50 gems, all you get are 4 stars, right? But this time, you still get KCM Naruto, right? So especially for those of you who are new or who are, have been playing for just a while but not strong enough, it still works for you, this strategy. So that's what I was saying about thinking outside the box. Because once you get that character, like you just saw how I used him. He will deal millions of damage, right? Like, it doesn't matter at that time anymore. So once you get him, you're kind of OP. Just then spend your gems, try to get some support characters, and then just buff him, and he will just one-shot everything. Because remember, if you get his trigger speed boosted, he's gonna do his skill 1 at the flash speed, so it's gonna kill off anything like in a matter of seconds. So that's what I recommend doing. That's the last resort, and I think it will definitely work. But just make sure you know how to use Guy. All right, if you're using Guy, make sure to use skill number 2 first. All right, use skill number 2 first, and then use skill number 1. Because if you just spam skill number 1, you're GG'd. You can only use skill number 1 once, and then your Guy is immobile. You can't use him anymore. All right, so make sure you use skill number 2, and then use skill number 1 afterwards. All right, and then your team will die. So make sure don't take. Well, if you're planning on using that last resort strategy that I just told you guys about, make sure your team doesn't last too long, because it's gonna take so much longer for them to die, and then your turns is gonna go up, right? Because you have to complete. Remember, you have to complete it within 90 turns. So if you're just taking 4 stars characters with you, they get one-shotted every time, then your turns will only go up by like a few, right? But if you're taking like level 100 characters with like extreme amount of stupid defense, they're not gonna die after 100 turns or something, right? So do that calculation as well. You have to do a lot of calculation if you're trying to spend gems, right? Spend as minimal gems as possible, right? And then also pay attention to your action bar and standby bar. If Boruto and Hokage are in the action bar ready, all right, and your guy's like full health or whatnot, don't use your second skill at that time, because if they attack you, you're gonna get one shot. You're gonna die, right? But if they're only at the standby bar right here, and they're like really back here while your guy is already up here, then use skill 2, because once you use skill 2, your HP goes down by half. All right, so you have to take into calculation where when they attack you, can you survive, right? Because if you use skill 2 and then you die, there's no point. You just wasted 1 gem. You know what I'm saying? So do the calculation and then attack. And remember, when you use gems to continue, remember this, do not close your app and restart it. You will not get your gems back, and then you'll get restarted at the very beginning of the action, all right, of the match. So if you spend like 5 gems, 10 gems already, and then you decide you just messed up something, you don't want to spend your 11th gem, you close down the app, you reopen it, boom, dude, like, sorry about that, but you just wasted 10 gems, all right? So if you decide to use gems, do not close your app and restart. Just continue till you finish, all right? So that's my last, thinking outside of the box strategy for you, and I gave you all the things that you should pay attention to give it your best and spend the least amount of gems you can, all right, if you guys don't have these units. And so good luck to all of you guys, and to those of you who have strong units, good luck to those of you, good luck to you guys as well, and just hope that you guys can complete this mission, all right? And remember, guys who are newer, please do not complain about people having really OP units, because we spend a lot of gems just to try to get these ones as well. Probably spend 50 gems or 100 gems just to get these first Hokage right here and stuff like that. So we spend way more gems than you ever spend continuing this mission, right? Because even if you spend 100 gems on here, it's still not gonna be as much as getting my summoning Naruto, which I spent 6 multiples just to get him. Just do your own math. 50 gems times 6, that's 300 gems just to get him, and then all the other stuff as well. But anyways, enough of these. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys liked this one. And for those of you who are waiting for the new information regarding the 7 news in the bulletin board, which I haven't opened yet, and the new Sasuke details and the new upcoming events, I will be covering those details in my upcoming video, all right, once I have time, once I get home again. So I'll see you guys at my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for always supporting me. If you guys like what I do, please continue to support me by spreading out my videos. If you guys are new to this channel, please subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all in my next video. All right, take care. Bye now.